What if I told you that there lurks a creature with glowing red eyes, standing larger than life and equipped with wings, that has been reportedly seen across Virginia? Welcome to Mythology Misfits. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's dive into the mysterious myth of the Mothman, a creature that has intrigued many and frightened a few over the past 50 years. This entity, deeply embedded in West Virginia's cultural narratives, is claimed to be an unnerving 7 feet tall, with a body pulsating with otherworldly vigor. Its most haunting features are its wings, expansive and foreboding, and its eyes, a brilliant glowing red that can shake the bravest hearts. Far from being a simple mythological creature, the Mothman has been allegedly seen by numerous people, with strikingly similar descriptions in each account. The sightings, which often precede catastrophes, have firmly placed the Mothman in local legend, metamorphosing it from a night creature into a prophet of doom. The creature was first reported in the quiet town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, during the mid-20th century. Since then, the Mothman has ruled not just the West Virginian skyline, but also the fears and fascinations of its residents. As you'll soon learn, the Mothman isn't a mere fantasy creature, it's a mystery that has baffled people for years, blurring the lines between natural, supernatural, explainable, and mysterious. The stories of the Mothman have been handed down generations, each adding to its allure. Over the years, it has become a symbol of the region's cultural heritage, reflecting rich and varied folklore. So, is the Mothman merely a construction of our collective fear of the unknown, or does it truly haunt the skies of West Virginia, its glowing red eyes watching over the lands below? Join us as we explore the initial sighting of this enigmatic creature. The night was November 15th, 1966, when two young couples encountered what they could only describe as a large flying man with glowing red eyes. In the quaint town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, these couples embarked on an innocuous drive, unaware of the chilling encounter that awaited them. Roger and Linda Scarberry, along with Steve and Mary Mallet, were cruising around the local lovers lane known as the TNT area. Suddenly, their jovial chatter was silenced by a dark, looming figure that emerged from the shadows. Standing at nearly 7 feet tall, with a wingspan to match, the creature was no ordinary bird. Its eyes, glowing with an eerie, hypnotic red light, seemed to pierce the night, and its very presence exuded an aura of foreboding. The couples, gripped by fear, watched in stunned silence as the figure took flight, its massive wings beating against the cold November air. Their initial shock gave way to panic as they fled the scene, the creature pursuing their car at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. When they finally reached the sanctuary of the Point Pleasant police station, their story was met with understandable skepticism. Yet the palpable fear in their eyes and voices lent a chilling credibility to their tale. News of this strange encounter soon spread across the town, stirring a wave of fear and fascination. The local media jumped on this sensational story, and it wasn't long before the creature was given a name that would echo through the annals of paranormal history: the Mothman. The Mothman, a cryptid shrouded in mystery, was born out of this first encounter. The sighting sparked a flurry of questions and theories. Was it an alien, a mutated bird, a harbinger of doom? The answers remained elusive, but one thing was certain: Point Pleasant would never be the same again. Little did they know this was only the beginning. Just about a year after the initial sighting, a disastrous event shook the town of Point Pleasant. The Silver Bridge, a beloved local landmark, suddenly and tragically collapsed during rush hour on December 15th, 1967. 46 lives were lost in the icy waters of the Ohio River that day, marking one of the worst bridge disasters in U.S. history. The community was left in shock, mourning the loss of their neighbors, friends, and family members. But what made this catastrophe even more chilling was the reported sighting of the Mothman just before the incident. Witnesses claimed to have seen the ominous winged figure hovering near the bridge prior to its collapse. Now, it's crucial to note that these accounts were not verified, and many skeptics argue that these were simply stories born out of grief and shock. However, for those who believe, this was another piece of evidence in the growing narrative of the Mothman as a harbinger of disaster. Theories began to circulate, connecting the creature to the tragedy. Some suggested that the Mothman was trying to warn the town about the impending disaster. Others proposed a darker theory, that the creature was not a warning sign but the cause of the disaster itself. These theories stirred the belief in the Mothman, transforming it from a local legend into a nationally recognized symbol of impending doom. The Mothman was no longer just a creature of the night, it had become a warning sign, an omen of disaster, a harbinger of doom. This tragic event, and the subsequent theories linking it to the Mothman, were a turning point in the creature's narrative. Suddenly it was not just a figure of West Virginian folklore, but a symbol of the unexplained and the eerie that transcends borders. And so, as the town of Point Pleasant mourned its dead and rebuilt its bridge, the Mothman quietly slipped into the shadows, leaving behind a legacy of fear, mystery, and speculation. The sightings and the subsequent disaster cemented Mothman's place in the annals of paranormal folklore. The Mothman did not restrict itself to the confines of West Virginia. The elusive Mothman seems to have an uncanny knack for appearing right before major disasters, and not just within the borders of the United States. Reports of sightings have trickled in from all corners of the globe, each one as eerie and chilling as the last. Let's set our sights on the Soviet Union. The year is 1986. We're in Chernobyl, just days before the infamous nuclear disaster. Workers reported seeing a large, winged figure soaring above the nuclear plant. Its glowing red eyes were hard to miss against the night sky. Could this have been the Mothman, signaling the impending catastrophe? Fast forward 15 years to the year 2001. The city is New York. The date, September 10th. Residents and tourists alike reported seeing a strange creature perched atop the North Tower of the World Trade Center. The very next day, the towers fell in one of the most devastating terrorist attacks in history. Was the Mothman there, a harbinger of the impending doom? These are just two of the many sightings reported from all across the globe. From the shores of Japan before the Fukushima nuclear disaster, to the bustling city of Mexico City prior to the devastating earthquake in 2017. The Mothman seems to have a knack for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or is it the right place at the right time? Of course, skeptics would argue that these sightings are nothing more than coincidences, or perhaps even the product of overactive imaginations. But for those who believe, these global encounters with the Mothman serve as chilling reminders of the creature's ominous presence. Whether a harbinger of doom or an urban legend, the Mothman continues to captivate and terrify. Today, the Mothman has transcended from an eerie tale to a cultural phenomenon. This enigmatic creature, once a mere whisper in the quiet town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, has made its way into global consciousness, leaving an indelible mark on popular culture. The Mothman's legacy is evident in the way it has been embraced and celebrated. Every year, thousands of enthusiasts, from the curious to the downright devoted, flock to the annual Mothman Festival. This unique gathering, complete with costume contests, guest speakers, and guided tours, is a testament to the widespread fascination with this legendary creature. Furthermore, the Mothman's influence extends beyond annual festivities. The Mothman Museum, the world's only institution dedicated solely to this mythical figure, houses a vast collection of memorabilia, historical documents, and eyewitness accounts. It stands as a beacon for those eager to delve deeper into the lore surrounding this enigmatic entity, offering a fascinating exploration of the Mothman phenomenon. The Mothman's reach is not confined to the realms of festivals and museums. It has inspired countless works of fiction and has found its way onto the silver screen and the pages of novels. Its most notable cinematic appearance is in the film The Mothman Prophecies, where it is portrayed as a harbinger of doom. Similarly, in literature, the Mothman has often been used as an ominous symbol, adding a layer of suspense and intrigue to the narrative. The Mothman's legacy is not just about its impact on popular culture, it also serves as a reminder of our enduring fascination with the unexplained, the mysterious, and the paranormal. It symbolizes our collective curiosity about the unknown, our willingness to question, and our innate desire to unravel the mysteries of the universe. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, the tale of the Mothman continues to intrigue, reminding us that there are still mysteries in this world that remain unexplained.